Hey, good morning. It's Guido with a coffee chat. It is Tuesday morning, day off. I got my coffee. Gonna mess around a little bit with some tanks, so I thought I would do this chat for a little PSA because I had an interesting thing happen to me in the gift shop. You can see that I've got my tickets called up right here. Basically what happened is there was a special, you may have seen it. It was 30 days of premium and a free LTP. This is important because that's what they say, or that's part of the explanation anyway, but we'll get that in a minute. Plus the garage slot for the LTP. It was $12.59. $12.59 is the same price for just 30 days of premium. The original price of the package that was offered was $17.75, and I'll show you all that in just a second. So I was getting a discounted $17.75 package that would include 30 days of premium, an LTP, and a garage slot. So I bought it somewhat against my better judgment because I have slowed down quite a bit spending. I spent some money at Christmas. I spent $20 or so on the Progetto because it was a good deal after the discount with the great mission that Wargaming offered. And I thought this looked pretty good. I was getting low on my days, and I figured I'd get a little extra gold. The idea was that I'd get the 30 days of premium, and I would get the gold equivalent for the LTP, which has been basically the policy. Interestingly, though, I did not get the gold. What I got was the garage slot, and I got the 30 days, and I thought there was some kind of mistake. So I sent this note in. I said I bought the 30 days of premium and LTB. I own it, but did not get the gold. I said I had this much gold and this much after, so it did not come in. I got the slot in the 30 days. It's my understanding that you get the gold. So I got the note back. The note back here says, "Thank you for contacting. We recognize your inquiry regarding the acquisition of LTP through the current offer, which is 30 days plus. Now please allow me to highlight. Regrettably, you'll not get the gold if you buy the bundle. The information can be found under details on the offer if you click the link I've included above." So I clicked the link, and it took me there, page not found. All right, so broken link because that deal was not further offered to me. It was only a one-time deal for me, so I can't see that deal anymore. So I wrote back and said, "Click your link, there's no details. Do you know why?" I got a little snarky here because it's a broken link. I'll clue you in, it's a one-time offer, Bob. So I say, I paid to get a deal you offered me. I could have bought the 30 days for $10.70 because 30 days happens to be $12.59, which is what this deal was, just 30 days alone. It was also discounted for $10.70 because there was an offer that made the 30 days lower than the $12.59 I spent for the... I switched to Tetrarch here for some reason, no idea why. It's an LTP. The $10.70 deal didn't have the LTP, which I didn't get anything for anyway, as I already had it. In the past, premiums bought, blah, blah, blah. The deal was offered as an exclusive deal, so for around $2, I say, look, I'm not spending any money with you guys if that's how your deals are going to be, because my understanding was you get the gold equivalent for tanks you already own. Well, this gets interesting because then he sends me what the broken link was supposed to go to, which is an example that he has from his account. And he says, please check the bundle details. And it's very interesting because on the details it says, with the exact same price, you get additional LTP and a garage slot for free. That's the interesting part, if you purchase 30 days of premium account. If you own the tank already, you will not be reimbursed for the tank, but you'll still get the garage slot for free. So what this comes down to, what it basically comes down to is the idea here is if the package, the primary part of the package is 30 days of premium and the tank is an additional free item, then you don't get the gold. But if the package was LTP as a primary item and 30 days of premium as either a discounted or free, I don't know really if it has to be free or a secondary item. I'm not really sure what the policy is here because I see the details, but that doesn't really describe the policy. Then apparently you get the worth of the tank. Or if you just buy, you say I go in there because I have a T-34 and I buy another T-34, I get the gold equivalent. But in packages, you have to read these details down here. And that's the PSA. Be very careful when you're doing these things. especially if you're doing things like, hey, I'm going to get the gold, or other things to watch out for are if tanks are on a discount currently and you buy them, you're going to get the discount gold equivalent out of them. So there's a lot of weird little things to be careful about when you're navigating through the premium shop and you think you're getting a deal. There's that little available for you one. That's what I saw when I did it. So basically that's what it comes down to. If I already owned the tank in this particular package deal, then I wasn't going to get the gold. Clearly I did not see the details, so bad on me for not reading the entire thing. This is just a PSA for all you guys who are looking at doing things like that. Now, the question for me then, because this is important, I talked about the original price. Here, the original price is $17.75 for this package. That clearly, the $17.75 number clearly takes into account the worth or the value of the LTP, because 30 days of premium straight up without a discount is $12.59. Discounted down to, hey, look at that, the exact number for 30 days of premium without a discount, if it were just a premium, of $12.59. So if you'd have paid $17.75 for this package, then you were paying for the worth of the LTP. In my case, I didn't get the worth. Now, on the forum, there is some back and forth. I put this on the forum mostly as a PSA, and the standard trolls and shills came running in there and started yelling about how I'm inept, I can't read the details. Hey, fair enough, I didn't read the details, you got me. And then claiming that it was a free tank, what do you expect, you don't deserve the worth, lots of stuff like that. Well, I said, well, look, it's $17.75 for the entire package, which clearly has the worth of the LTP included. Of course, the counter is, well, you only paid $12.59, so you didn't pay for the worth of the LTP. So we're really getting into some kind of semantics here and very, I won't say technical, but kind of detail-oriented look at what the pricing is. For me overall, all right, this is, I'm going to call it deceptive. It's not deceptive as in it's the worst thing ever. It's a couple bucks. I did get the slot, so the worth $1.25 or whatever a slot is worth. The actual money I'm out is very little. That's not really the point, though, because you're advertising this as 30 days and an LTP. The general policy is that you'll get the worth of a premium tank if you buy one that you already own, but in this one-off case, or potentially more than this, I haven't found another one yet. That's not to say there hasn't been any in the past and won't be in the future, but in this one case that I've run into, there is a small detail fine print item right there that says, oh, by the way, you're not going to get the LTP. Well, fellas, here's the deal. I wouldn't have bought this in this current state. That's what's ridiculous about it. Now, you can say, well, Guido, you should have read it, and then you can make the choice not to buy it. Nobody forced you to buy it. All those things are completely valid. Absolutely. It's just this, hey, I'm giving you a $17.75 value for $12.59, wink, wink, and these things are involved in this deal, so enjoy. I said, great, I will enjoy. That sounds like a good deal. I'm going to get a little extra gold out of this thing. Nope. Now, I kind of let it go from there. Here's where I said, why exactly am I being offered a tank I already own when I cannot get the gold equivalent for taking the deal? His response was valid. He said, well, this is just a deal that was actually shotgunned out to a lot of people, and we don't really track whether you have the tank or not. All right, fair enough. So it wasn't really deceptive in the fact that, hey, they're trying to trick me because they know I have the tank. That's not what I'm saying whatsoever. And the standard platitudes about, hey, thanks for getting back to us. We understand your frustration, but suck it up. That's how I will suck it up. But bottom line is, wallet's closed, right? Big deal. Are they going to go under because of Guido's? Well, no. Will I maybe buy something later? I don't know. Potentially. I mean, I went for a long time without buying anything. Just how irritated I was with the way Wargaming does things. This being one great example right here. And eventually I came back and I spent a little money, but it's not nearly on the level that it was beforehand. And obviously I've been playing this game forever, so there's not a lot of reason for me to spend a lot of money. There's a lot of stuff involved here. I'm not saying it's only one thing. So fellas, just watch out for stuff like that. As I have said before in a lot of my coffee talks, I don't understand the point of this particular package being set up like this. I mean, it's completely counter to what their general policy is. And I get it that they're saying this is the basic item and the other thing's free, and if you already own the free thing, you're not getting the compensation. I to some extent I understand that as far as logic goes, but as far as a business practice, and then going counter to what the general policy is on premium tanks and buying them over again is, I don't get what they're gaining from this. I don't understand that from a business aspect, from a marketing aspect, or from a customer satisfaction aspect. That's the thing that kind of blows my mind with what wargaming does, and one of the reasons why I brought this particular one up. Man, is it the biggest deal ever? Not at all. Just good PSA, I think, for people to kind of watch that. A lot of you are probably sitting there going, yeah, dummy, you should read the fine print. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. There's a lot of fine print to read, man, and sometimes you're just trying to roll through life and get things done. And so sometimes that causes you to get stuck and lose your $2.50 or whatever the heck it was I lost. Anyway, guys, that is it for a quick coffee chat. PSA for everybody. Wah, wah, I lost $2. I got it, man. But at least I got coffee. A couple other things then. I'm going to do some frontline mode tutorials. I will have a frontline mode first impression coming out real soon. I'm uploading it as we speak. And then I've got another better game. That one was not a great game, but it was interesting, I think, just from a perspective of coming in the first time ever seeing it cold and checking it out. And then I've got another game that I did pretty decently in that I will go through and narrate. The interesting thing about these frontline games is they can go up to 25, 30 minutes total. So it's kind of crazy. All right, that is it for me on Coffee Chat for a Tuesday morning. Guys, have a good week, and we'll see you on the weekend.